A simulator to train oil rig workers how to deal with an emergency situation offshore has been launched in Aberdeen. As Louise Stewart now reports, it's one of the most advanced marine training facilities in the world.
A group of offshore workers from all over the world are on the initial training course on Transocean's marine simulator. The state-of-the-art training facility, which costs around $1 million, will be used to train workers on mobile offshore drilling rigs. The marine equivalent of a flight simulator used by the airline industry is the only one in the world that combines marine and emergency response situations with the most realistic causes.
We can recreate a realistic environment that can train the people to, when they do go offshore, they can know how to deal with those emergency situations.
Installed at the Transocean Training Centre in Altons in Aberdeen, the simulator comprises a floating platform that behaves like a vessel or a rig. From a separate instructor's suite, the trainees can be assessed. The aim is to train as many offshore personnel as possible and ultimately to improve safety standards.
We're always conscious of the fact that a major accident can happen, has happened. Piper Alpha in the 80s happened, and we've never forgotten the lessons from Piper Alpha. And I think our people always need to be ready, even though we always try to do everything we can to avoid it. They need to be ready to manage a major emergency.
One of today's trainees is from Houston. As a risk engineer, he travels to rigs worldwide, looking at ways to improve safety.
We have a company-wide initiative where we're going to all the rigs in our fleet and looking at the major accident hazards that could occur. And then we'll take that information and come back and use it in the simulator to train our people.
This simulator, which is the only one of its kind in the world, can recreate emergency situations, including fires, explosions, a helicopter collision and storm conditions. It's hoped by training rig workers here in the simulator, they'll be better prepared to deal with an emergency offshore.